Welcome back. Today we're covering Hazel E's recent remarks about Beyoncé's twins, remarks that reignited controversy over Kanye West's past offensive comments. We'll explore Hazel E's stance, the rumors about Sir and Rumi Carter, and how this ties into Beyoncé and Jay-Z's protective approach, especially after what happened with Blue Ivy. Hazel E, known for her stint on Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood, appeared on Tasha K's show and revisited the rumors about Beyoncé's twins. She brought up Kanye West's past use of a derogatory slur, then questioned whether he could face legal action if his words held any truth. This was enough to spark outrage. Viewers felt Hazel E should have unequivocally condemned Kanye's language instead of entertaining the possibility that he might be correct. Critics flooded social media, emphasizing that, as a mother, Hazel E should empathize with Beyoncé and Jay-Z. If anyone labeled her own child the same slur, they argued, she would be justifiably furious. By not denouncing the term outright, she appeared to downplay how harmful it is to call any child, celebrity or not, such an offensive name. The backdrop to Hazel E's comments is Kanye West's notorious tweet about Beyoncé and Jay-Z's younger children, Sir and Rumi. He used an extremely hurtful term, retarded, to describe them, igniting immediate backlash. At the time, rumors swirled that the Carters might sue him for defamation. Although no official lawsuit came to light, many were disturbed by the brazenness of his remarks. Kanye, known for outspoken behavior, had crossed a line that even some loyal fans couldn't ignore. The slur is recognized as deeply offensive, not just to the Carters, but to countless individuals with disabilities and those who advocate against ableist language. This wasn't just another off-the-cuff remark. It was a stark reminder that words can inflict real harm, especially when targeted at children who cannot defend themselves from public derision. Long before Kanye's inflammatory tweet, online chatter speculated that Sir and Rumi Carter might have developmental or health concerns. Why? Mostly because the twins were, and remain, far less visible than their sister Blue Ivy was at a similar age. Fans who saw fewer photos or public outings began piecing together their own theories, suggesting Beyoncé and Jay-Z were hiding something. In celebrity culture, sparse appearances often fuel rumors. One or two sightings, or even none, can become a breeding ground for speculation. People analyze every scrap of footage, from quick paparazzi captures to glimpses in tour documentaries, to guess whether something is off. Yet there has never been any credible source confirming health challenges. These theories persist largely because the Carters choose privacy, and in the void left by minimal public information, speculation takes on a life of its own. For high-profile couples like Beyoncé and Jay-Z, privacy is both a luxury and a calculated strategy. Early on, Blue Ivy made frequent appearances, at award shows, on stage, and even in music videos. But when the twins were born, the Carters shifted approach, shielding Sir and Rumi from constant media exposure. From a fan perspective, limited visibility sometimes signals a secret. Why aren't they showing the twins? Quickly mutates into, what are they hiding? Yet those who watched the vitriol aimed at Blue Ivy, who was criticized for everything from her hair to her expressions, recognize a simpler motive: protectiveness. The Carters could be sparing Sir and Rumi the same harsh spotlight. Unfortunately, it's a double-edged sword. Less public presence curtails direct criticism, but also triggers rumor mills. It's the classic celebrity paradox. The more privacy you want, the more people speculate. Despite all the swirling rumors, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have remained silent on whether their twins have any medical or developmental concerns. To date, there have been no interviews, no social media statements, and no subtle references addressing these theories. It's a stark contrast to how some celebrities proactively share or refute certain details about their kids. The Carters' silence emphasizes their stance that their children's well-being is personal, not something they owe the public. This approach aligns with broader conversations about children's rights to privacy, especially when they can't consent to the scrutiny themselves. Beyoncé and Jay-Z likely realize that any admission or denial might only feed the rumor cycle further. Perhaps they also trust that as Sir and Rumi grow older, the chatter will fade, or at least be recognized for what it is: speculation without real evidence. Central to the backlash against Hazel E is her framing of the issue. She posited that if Kanye West's statement was true, maybe the Carters couldn't sue him. But this conflates two distinct points: the notion that the twins might have health issues and Kanye's choice to use a slur. Even if, hypothetically, Sir and Rumi had a documented condition, calling them a demeaning name is never justified. That distinction is where many observers felt Hazel E erred. They argue that she should have denounced the slur outright before entertaining any discussion of a lawsuit or factual basis. The truth angle seemed to sidestep the real harm in Kanye's words. After all, ableist or hateful language doesn't become acceptable just because someone's speculation turns out to be accurate, or because a family chooses not to go the legal route. After her appearance on Tasha K's platform, Hazel E faced immediate criticism across YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Many pointed out that she's a mother, questioning how she'd react if the same insult were used against her own child. Others viewed her comments as opportunistic, an attempt to make headlines by rehashing a controversial topic involving mega celebrities like Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Fans also highlighted the broader implications of normalizing that slur. Even casual usage can contribute to an environment where ableist language is brushed off as no big deal. Ironically, the more Hazel E tried to engage with the "could they sue" angle, the more she overshadowed any thoughtful conversation about respecting privacy. Instead, her remarks reignited old wounds, reinforcing the harmful narrative that it's open season on celebrity kids when it comes to public speculation. It's impossible to look at the twins' situation without remembering how the public once treated Blue Ivy. Practically from birth, she was the subject of memes and negative commentary. Her hair, in particular, was a constant talking point, with people criticizing its texture and style. Some critics even joked that Beyoncé should comb or fix it, reducing a toddler's natural hair to a tabloid punchline. This history explains why the Carters might be more guarded with Sir and Rumi. Blue Ivy's reception proved that no matter how beloved a star is, the internet can be vicious, especially toward children who can't defend themselves. If Beyoncé and Jay-Z learned anything from that experience, it's that anonymity can be a shield. The fewer images circulated of the twins, the fewer opportunities strangers have to nitpick or slander them online. All in all, this entire situation, from Kanye's shockingly disrespectful comments to Hazel E's ill-advised speculation, highlights the complexity of balancing public curiosity about celebrity families with respect for their private lives. Despite the swirling rumors, we should remember these are real people raising real children who cannot control the conversations about them. By suggesting Kanye might be telling the truth, Hazel E reignited a topic many believed should have been laid to rest, and her failure to condemn a cruel slur aimed at Beyoncé's twins made her seem indifferent to the power of hateful language, even though she's a parent herself. Unsurprisingly, backlash came swiftly. Meanwhile, Kanye's history of saying whatever comes to mind took a darker turn when he lobbed an ableist slur at two young children, sparking outrage over such a moral lapse, especially given his once close relationship with Jay-Z. Whether a lawsuit is possible matters less than acknowledging the ethical boundary he crossed. Much of the speculation surrounding Sir and Rumi Carter stems from their rare public appearances, which some interpret as evidence the Carters are hiding something. Yet without official confirmation, these rumors remain just that: speculation. In a hyper-connected world, one offhand remark can become fact, almost instantly, making children prime targets for rumor and sensationalism. We can't ignore the lessons learned from Blue Ivy's experience, where she faced relentless criticism simply for being in the public eye, likely motivating Beyoncé and Jay-Z to protect Sir and Rumi from similar negativity. Ultimately, the real question goes beyond legalities and focuses on how we, as a culture, handle discussions around celebrity children. While the internet craves controversy for clicks, empathy and respect should guide our interactions, because no child, famous or otherwise, deserves to be reduced to a footnote in someone else's headline.